That's just small San-Sau to the max volumes. So, you bring it, we're just doing the solo method first. The left hand, when you start, when you're just going to scroll to the left here, there must be just a tad of loading to the right. See if I do it. So, see, there's just a little tad of loading. That ensures that your left hand's going to do a circle out like that and not just up like this. Exactly as in the form, it comes up the center. The left wrist must come up the center and then sweep out, and the left wrist is still in the center, like so. Notice I've got a stick down here to indicate the positioning of the right hand when it finishes. So the left hand comes up. See how it comes across? It doesn't come across any further though than that stick. See, this is incorrect. It's gone too far. This is incorrect. It hasn't gone far enough. The wrist, if you put a stick here, you probably can't see it because of the angle here, but if you put a stick down right that goes through a center here, and then when you bring your left hand up, the wrist should go straight through the middle of that stick and then sweep out to the left as you swivel. Having done basic small San-Sau first, you should know this, you should know all this, not this bit, but you should know the basic bit, so I won't bother go over that. Now, your left hand comes up and it doesn't flick until there, which indicates that it's a strike rather than a push. So it comes out and bang, that's where it flicks at the end, bang, right on the end. Your right hand also flicks, but it mustn't go like this and flick like this. It simply must, like a little airplane taking off here, it takes off like this, and then at the last second it too flicks, but it's just a very slow, like as if you're extending this little bone here forward. That's your flick from that hand. So it does very little movement. It just comes up just to the right hand. So there's a little turn, and then the right hand just comes straight out as if you're pushing your finger through a piece of paper, and see how it flicks over it then. Not like that, that's too high. The elbow's down below the wrist always. But if you look here, the positioning of your hand should be such that here's that center line here, the stick. See that? Right there on your thumb, just there where your mount is. That's where the stick should be aligned to. There, right there. So if I come to here, you see, my hand's right out here. It's gone too far. It should be back here, so that bit is in line with that stick vertically, like that. So the right hand goes no further than your center, in other words. Bah! See this? Directly over your thumb, the mount of your thumb there. And you'll notice it doesn't come up like this and just push out. There's a flick on the end of it, so it comes up, bang, and flicks in like that. There's actually a settling, so it comes out, bang, See how the body settled back again to indicate it's a far jing movement. So you put them both together and you get see that little settling? If you don't get the settling, then you're not doing it far jingy enough. You're probably just going, see, that's incorrect. That's just a stiff physical type movement. There wasn't any overlap of movement, in other words. So you've got to have an overlap of the movement so it goes bang. It settles back in because the movement was so far jing or so explosive. So that's your first bit that you learn. That one comes past the center. There's a little loading first to the right. Now this one comes straight out and they both flick over almost simultaneously. The left hand just slightly, you can't even tell the difference. The left hand's a millisecond just before the right one goes, but that's just indicatory by the movement anyway. The right hand should be just slightly longer. If I just turn to the front now, the right hand, if I turn this way, see how the right hand is slightly forward of the left hand, which indicates that the right hand is the one that's doing most of the work. It's extended, just never like this, but it's extended just a little bit more than the left one. So that's the positioning of your hands. The left one should be a nice pung, reverse pung out here, and the right one's to here. Oh, the eyes? Your eyes should look straight ahead. So if I do it straight to the camera, we get bah! See how the head's going this way? Oh, glasses off. Bah! That's it. See how the eyes are looking straight to the front, but the head is gone with the body. And that's much the same with, there are a couple of exceptions I think, but it's much the same with when you're doing this advanced small San-Sau. the eyes should be always looking, well, the attacker's here, see, so the eyes are looking just past the attacker. You don't carry your eyes over to here to where the block is. This is the main portion of the attacker that you're striking, right here. And of course we've already done it. You should have already seen the previous version of the San-Sau, so you will know where you're striking to. There's no need for me to go. When it comes a time for, if there's a need to show you the two-person application, I'll show you, but there's really no need to, because everyone knows it already anyway. So it's really just a matter of getting the really finer points of the solo small San-Sau correct at this point. Thanks, Morris. On? Okay. Okay, from the third one of those, you simply swivel back the other way.